Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, and welcome to episode number 7 of the OP panel, y'all. That's right, 2 in 1 week. Hopefully, we'll see. What's the space? Of course, you're rocking with your host, Duwai.
Senpai PM 92.
Mao.
And Westlow. Thank you to all my panelists for joining us, for joining me. I'm very appreciative of that. Happy to have you all back, all familiar faces, all wonderful faces. So this episode is going to be just a little tad bit different, folks. Just a small amount different, as you probably know from either the description if you read it or the title, whatever. I am going to name it. It's going to have it in there somewhere. But this is a spoiler episode, folks. That's right. No holds barred. We are going to be talking about everything up to date. Right now, we are on the second week of the break, leading up to the final saga of One Piece in the manga. Very exciting time. Wano arc just concluded, so that was fun. So there's a lot to talk about. So let's just go ahead and just jump right into it. First thing first, some recap on the Wano arc itself. I just want to hear some general thoughts on it. Like, were you disappointed? I just want y'all to keep in mind, like, before the Wano arcs officially started, when they were still doing everything to lead up to it, when they were in Zao, when they were in New Kick Island, a lot of people were saying, like, oh, it was being hyped as it was going to be just as impactful, just as memorable, and even better than the Paramount War, the Marineford War, whatever you know it as. So I like, Wes, I'm gonna throw it to you. Like, how you feel about that statement now that we've seen it and now it's come to its conclusion?
So for me, I think the Wano arc definitely was interesting. I know a lot of people don't like the long, lengthy ones, Just Rosa being an example, but Just Rosa was actually another one of my favorite arcs just because I feel like, it's something that's long and it's like they're not really showing they need to, it's just dragging out, then yes, it can be a little bit of a drag, but Wano, it had a lot to unpack and we still didn't even get to be shown like a lot of like, I'm pretty sure like all of you probably even still have answers to this day, like the whole thing with Odin's grandfather, Sukiyaki, I'm like, what? Like, and then getting it when we got it, I'm like, nah, like I get it that, he didn't tell nobody, all this other stuff, but like, I don't know, like because he has to teach Momo about the Poneglyph, so I'm pretty sure he's going to come back. So hopefully we get to see more with him. I hope that just wasn't all we're going to get. But, because I'm going to be quite upset. But I mean, I feel like it was good. We got the little reveal of what Sanji, actually finally getting his tie back to his brothers. We got Zoro awakening his Congress Haki, Luffy, his advancement. So I feel like we definitely got everything that we was looking for. We were getting a new crew member. We saw something with Jinbei. So I mean, I feel like it was spot on. I would definitely say one of the top arcs of the series. Top arcs.
Okay.
That's fair. Hey, I like the sound of it. Paige, I'm gonna throw it to you a little more specifically. Like, tell me also about your favorite fight from the Wano arc as well.
All right, so my favorite fight is the Black Maria and Robin fight. Because I feel like Robin went off on that fight. I like to see, like, Robin has always been, like, even pre-time skip, she was like one of my favorites, especially fighting wise, because like she was up there with Zoro and Sanji and Luffy. Like she never really fell back like Usopp and Nami. Like she was up there like fighting. And so I was glad to see that fight and then like see just how it turned out. And then her and Brooks team ups are always
beautiful.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In sync. That shit was amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. So like I was thinking about that because I was truly like which one was my favorite fight? So like that one is my number 1, and then my number 2 is King and Zoro.
King and Zoro. Okay. That's
legendary.
That one.
Yeah.
I think it should have been Queen and Sanji, but everybody got their own opinion.
You know how I feel about Sanji, so like
yeah, you biased as fuck. Yeah, I get it.
Exactly.
Oh, you hate Sanji in here?
I do. I'm the number 1 Sanji hater. Like I should change my name to that. Like for
why though, if I may ask?
Because honestly, it's not necessarily like Sanji's fault, but just like post time skip, he's been kind of like annoying and like weak. Like,
you know what
his
you
whole-
remind me of? You remind me of myself and my pure blinding hatred for Tenten from Naruto. I get it. I get what you mean.
Like,
I
shit.
hate her with such a passion. Wasted.
Yeah, because she could have been stronger.
Yes, she could have been. If she was in a world where you could pull a gun out on somebody, like I just.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take this sentence slander. Like she ain't sealed away a whole like destroying enemy. Like she's the Usopp of.
Don't.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
He just said that shit.
That should be ash in your mouth.
Let me
my
sip
guy.
real quick.
She is the Usopp.
Choji is the Usopp of Naruto.
Who?
Come on now.
Choji.
You say Choji.
I see what you. I see.
Choji body morphing ass is the chopper of the goddamn Naruto universe. Oh, I hear that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, body dysmorphia. Mal, I'm gonna throw it your way. How you feel about the Wano arc? And tell me how you really feel about it was something I was thinking of specifically. How you tell me how you really feel about Kid's demonstration in the whole war. I want to hear about that specifically from you.
He's doing this because Kid's one of my favorite characters.
Word.
Yeah, I fucks with Kid. I'm gonna be there.
He finally put in work.
Yeah, hey. So like the arc as a whole, it reminds me of Dressrosa, except I feel in Dressrosa at some points it felt like it was being stalled or stretched out a little bit more than necessary. But I think Wano, honestly, is dope. It's a lot in there. It is densely packed. And, it's one of those things where you'll get a revelation, and just while you're starting to process that, you'll get another one. And it's just back to back. However, ultimately, I love it. I think this is the first real arc since the time skip where you really see the crew stand on the world stage. Like, Dofi is Dofi, and Dofi was hard. But like this, I mean, 2 Yonkos, fucking Marine blockade outside. Like, it's just so much. Luffy taking so many L's, like in one arc, and then still, coming back. So like, yeah, I love it.
A couple of times.
I love him to death. I think he got that Vegeta syndrome a little bit. Like, I think they was trying to say, do we want to have Law have it or Kid? But I think they really gave it to Kid. I wish he ain't fight him after, at the last chapter. But
I mean, he had to though. It's all right. Luffy did take it to heart. But do you feel like, as far as the bounty goes, the 3 of them, specifically Kid, like, do you feel like Kid and Luffy having the same bounty? Like, you feel like that's valid?
I would say, honestly, the fact, because every time Luffy, I think, almost every time Luffy took an L, he needed somebody's help to get back in the fight, or he'd have been done. When he fell into the ocean, he'd have been washed if Law and them ain't pick him up. Whereas like Kid and Law, I mean, they was getting ass beat. Kid was getting his ass beat by Hawkins in the background. My man still stood up. So I think he's deserving of that. And I think if Luffy won a bit more cleaner, I would argue he should get a higher bounty. You know what I mean?
Okay, bet.
I agree with that.
I like that.
What's his face, sir? Kid, when do y'all think he's going to be officially, when are they going to throw a celebration for Kid to welcome him to the Law Pirates, to the Heart Pirates? Because the way my man got carried for that Big Mom fight, I was like, Law only do that for crew members, to be honest with you.
I don't know if I would call it a carry.
Don't do that.
I don't really like a Kid that much myself. I wouldn't call it a carry. Kid put in work.
Definitely. Let's just face. I did like the team up though, specifically because Law bought the power, Law bought the brains, and the strategic critical hits, and Kid's Kid. So that's cool.
Kid bought some rusty metal from a junkyard. We all do things.
Make magnetism.
That magnetism part was broke.
Come on, bruh. I think his power should be expanded a bit more for him to be taken seriously.
I agree.
All he do is make stuff.
it's not even it has to be expanded. It needs to be more creative because oh boy, acting like the worst Green Lantern in the universe.
Yeah.
Making animals to slam into people and big shit to slam into people.
Yeah.
Oh, remember that one time he picked someone up and slammed them into a person? Yeah. Yeah. It's an ongoing theme with Kid.
I agree.
I agree.
I got you, bro. That railgun was pretty hard, and I think Kid did say it himself. He fought in that way because he knows that eventually he's going to have to fight Law and Luffy, so he was smart about not revealing all his tricks. And that railgun was like the key to show, oh no, I at least got like at least 5 to 6 other techniques. I'm just not whooping them out yet.
Right.
I feel like you giving Kid way too much credit because
I think that's the right amount.
I don't know about all that. I feel like it would be different. I don't know. I have hope because I feel like this arc definitely changed my views on Kid because I wasn't fucking with him either before this. But I do think that I feel like moving forward, if Oda can like give him kind of like a Magneto type of level with his magnetism and like just be like you all said, more creative with it, then hella like, you know, give him all the flowers. Right. But as of right now, it's like, all right, Kid, like calm down.
I love him, but honestly,
he grew on me during the arc for sure.
My problem with him is I don't like anybody in any media period. I dislike somebody when if you take them out of their comfort zone, they're trash. If there is no metal on the field, it's getting washed.
True.
Without
that's why I said they gotta be more creative with it. Use the earth, yo.
Or the iron in your blood. Can't isn't that technically like some type of
that was the first time we see Magneto in the X-Men movie. That's what happened. He took. That's how he broke out of prison. Doing that, like Kid can do that.
Shit.
That's what I'm saying. He definitely is on the come up, and then I feel like I don't know, like isn't it like cause doesn't Japan or something like that like have like a special train that's like the fastest in the world through like magnetism or something like that?
Oh, word.
It starts with an S. Don't want to butcher it. Is that what you think? Shikansen? No.
It's something like that, but I feel like they might incorporate that, like a bullet, but moving that fast. Or is that what the railgun was? I'm not sure. I'm not a scientist, so.
Okay, it's starting to get in the air gear territory for me. I don't know half the shit they be talking about. And I'm just like, yeah, railgun from metal. Makes sense. I just went with it. I was like, hey, give them something besides a big ass bull ramming into somebody. I'll take it.
Right.
That's the problem. This is first fight, right? And we only saw so much, but like we've seen so much of Law's moveset at this point where you could pick, you know, that's a dope one or that's trash. You know, he just need more.
Yeah, a little bit more showtime, that's all.
And a stronger crew.
So does Law. Because Law, his back is hurting from what he's doing, carrying those people.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? His crew has to come. I feel like, because I fuck with the Heart Pirates. I really do.
Like, there are people to be.
I feel like they are like the medical pirate group. Like they might not be strong or anything like that, but I'm sure that they're the top of the top when it comes to it. Like they're not Chopper, but they probably right underneath them.
Yeah, true shit.
Y'all need to give them, you know, come on now.
So question then, would you rather, is it better for a strong pirate to have a strong crew and them? Or is it, you can just have the one, which is the captain, and then his supports is whatever, he'll still be Yonko level, or, you know, a top tier person. Like,
if the captain is strong enough to be able to do that, then hella, because I mean, to be perfectly honest, that's how I originally thought the Straw Hats was going to be from the beginning. Like in the beginning, that's how I thought they were going to be. I mean, given Zoro is like Zoro, but like once after his little run-in with Mihawk, and then I was like, oh, okay, you know, he's about it. But that's how I thought the Straw Hats was going to be, to be perfectly honest. And we still like Beppo. Is that his name? Beppo,
yeah.
It's trash.
Yeah. Boy, Beppo is not trash, actually.
He's a meme. So like, you know, he's probably just.
Oh God, don't remind me.
Domesticated trash. Like, no.
The fact that they ain't show my man, like,
yeah,
the Heart Pirates are gonna be so important in the future.
Yeah.
There's a reason they didn't show Beppo in Mink in his Mink.
He can't do it.
Yeah,
there has to be.
No,
There
he
has
can't.
to
Fuck
be.
you. He
He
can't
lost
do it.
his heritage when he went out in the world with the white man. No. He
John
got-
Hart. John Hart has slavery experience, so you know he's ready for Black freedom power. My man
There you
ready
go.
to go at the moment's notice. Like, I know greatness awaits them on the other side. I know
See?
it. I know.
Yeah, hopefully.
Real quick, I want to just throw this out there. Whoever feels most excited about this can talk about it. I just want to get one or two of y'all real quick. One of the theory questions that have been going around after the Big Mom fight with Kid and Law were completed. A lot of people was wondering, the way she went out, how do we think that battle would have went off if it was, instead of Kid and Law versus Big Mom, it was Zoro and Sanji versus Big Mom?
Much cleaner.
Yeah.
So
I feel like they would have actually potentially knocked her out as opposed to just, I'm just going to send you far away. Although both are, same result, but
Right.
I feel like they would have actually knocked her out.
So you felt so you felt like it would have been a cut and kick, and it would have been more clean that way. You thought, first of all, you thought they would have beat her.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
You think so? Really? I don't think
Because think about
Beat
it.
her as in like kill or
No, beat her like Kid and Law beat her.
Knockout, a quote unquote win. Like
A
hard
W you can't dispute as much.
Yeah.
Wow, really? You think that?
Interesting.
Yeah, because I mean,
That's
Zoro did
right.
awaken his Conqueror's hockey. That's all you need to be on a level playing field with Big Mom.
I don't know. I don't think they would have took her.
I mean,
maybe they would have took her, but I don't think it would have been cleaner.
First of
I
all,
don't
wait. Sanji would not fight Big Mom.
you think he
Because
found
she's
her
a female.
attractive
Oh,
enough to
shit,
stop her?
that is
Then
right.
Zoro would have had to carry the match.
I forgot all about that.
I mean,
Yeah.
but Sanji can play defense. And when you think about it, Big Mom told Kaido to dodge Zero's strike for a reason.
I was thinking of that.
Because, like, in my mind, like you said, dodging the strike. And plus, with Zoro and Killer, if you up there fighting Kaido for any moment of time and you're not getting washed, I would put you in the ring with Big Mom just to see what way.
Easily.
Okay, yeah, that was something I was curious about. A few more of these good old Wano arc reviews. I couldn't help but notice. Hold on, let me get this picture up real quick. Because, like, we've been talking about it for a clean 15, 20 minutes now about the Wano arc and stuff that's been going on. And I couldn't help but notice not one of these people in the background, well, only one of them did come up, but that's her getting her ass whooped. But other than that, not one of these people in my background came up in none of y'all top moments or nothing. Like,
Not at all.
where did
They're-
they go
they're-
wrong with the Toby Ropo? Paige, go for it.
Their fights were so quick. Like I feel like we got information from their fight, which like that's what I respect about it. Like Jinbei and Who's Who. That's what we fought, right? Who's Who.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Jim
And then-
Catboy.
Yeah, so we got that information. Then we got to see more of Robin's powers. But like page one and then like the rest was just kind of very underwhelming.
It
Man.
was. It definitely
Like
was.
shout out to the Straw Hats, because
Yeah.
they went out, they did
Washed
their thing,
their
but it was so quick.
Yeah.
Which is good, I guess, they're growing, but like not worth the hype at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Wesley. How you feel about the Toby Ropo and their criminally?
You sure you can go first?
No. All I was gonna say was I was just gonna say something about I forgot her name. Page
Alti.
One's sister.
Alti.
Alti. Alti showed great promise in my opinion.
She
Out
did.
of the six, besides my boy X Drake, Alti showed the most promise, taking the headbutt from Luffy, giving it back.
Going up
Like,
against
she got
Big
fucked
Mom.
up by Big Mom. She got back up at first.
Mhm.
Just everything. She was taking a lot. I think out of all the Topi Ropo, she was taking the most licks. And she was like, I would like to see Alti in the future. And that would most likely mean we get page 1, 2, but whatever. I like to see Alti in the future. Go ahead, Weslow.
Now I was just gonna say that I was slightly disappointed with the Toby Ropo because I did like how to what my colleague pointed out where she was like, we got all that information from the different fights, but in a long time, because and I think we always knew this, like at the in-laws lobby when they were saving Robin, I think we all knew that was going to be close to the end of the arc where they all got their own long individual fights, just because it's getting to be too many crew members at this point, and then how old would they get? Oh, it's 10 on 10 or it's 11 on 11, you know what I mean? So I'm like the mixing of it and like the tag teaming and stuff like that, because I was hoping that I was really waiting for Usopp to KO Page One like on his own. Honestly, I thought Usopp was going to take out Page One. I thought Nami was going to be in trouble and Usopp was going to man up, kind of like similar to Mero how he did in Alabasta when it was Usopp and Chopper. Because even though it was Usopp and Chopper, Usopp finished off those two Alabasta agents by himself pretty much. Chopper was there to help, but that was mainly Usopp, so I thought it was going to be a flip of that. So I was kind of disappointed in that to see we don't get all those individual fights. I'm hoping that before this series is over, we do kind of get that again. Because now we got Jinbei, we got Yamato, shit like that. But that was the only disappointing thing for me. It was like, I was expecting like way more one-on-ones. Like even Black Maria and Robin, I would like to have been more just Black Maria and Robin. I mean, Robin did a lot of work, but work was still kind of crucial in that too.
Yeah, with his ice powers and shit.
Teamwork, make the dream work.
Yeah.
OT. At that point, it's just time to whoop ass. I'll tell you, if damn be with the rules, it's war. I get that. What's with Mal? What you thinking, Chief?
So, and Wes made me think of something that actually honestly makes me look at the whole thing completely different. But my issue with them, I think, is it's kind of a weird ranking. Like we got Kaido, we got his 3 top dudes, and then we have these sort of middle managers type thing. I think with how what Wes said, they're the Straw Hats time skip fights. They're the first ones.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And the first ones aren't really there to be good or bad. They're there to show that the person is stronger.
Better.
So I think that was kind of what it was, is like this was their first fight. And I can't tell you if I expected anybody to lose. Like, now don't get me wrong. When I first saw them, I thought they were strong, obviously. But by the time the fights had started, I didn't expect, if it was going to be a loss, it wasn't going to be a big, horrible, oh my God, why are you in the Grand Line, L? It was just going to be, damn, they lost. Keep the raid moving, But I liked them for the info dumps, but I thought they were just the time skip fight, and I thought they kind of stretched out the story a little bit more than necessary, like Ulti chasing them down.
Yeah,
because all their fights were about 2 to 3 chapters.
Shit, it was cool, but also do that on your own time. That's a raid.
Yeah, all their fights were like 2 to 3 chapters. Like, you got 2 to 3 dedicated chapters for each of the Topiropo's fights at the end of the day when it was about to wrap up. So yeah, I get that.
But do you, when it comes to like, all right, so they beat them, they washed them. Where would you compare the strength of the Toporopo compared to like, I don't know, because I still feel like
other groups or
to like see like their future, like who they like, what rankings level are the Straw Hats at besides the top 4? Because I'm sure we got the Giants next, but like if they were to fight, I don't know, like another crew, like Big Mom, or I don't know who's next, but like that fight, like can we really measure their strength as like saying, oh, they've grown?
I can't put it in One Piece terms myself. I'd have to go to a completely different anime. I'd have to go to Bleach, and like I would say they are like second chairs in their own division.
Fair enough. All right.
Because I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, did Black Maria even show hockey?
No, she just showed the hands.
Brass knuckles.
That's what I remember from her.
Them guts. Like,
So how you have a cursed devil fruit, a zone at that, and you in the Toby Robo, you don't have hockey? That ain't make sense.
Hockey when I got these golden brass knuckles for a nigga.
They almost feel like, you know, they were there to be made to a fight, but like not beyond that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would be surprised if we see any of them, except maybe Ulti, because she got a little bit more attention, and Who's Who, because he's racist. But like beyond that, I'd be surprised if I see any of them a lot in the future, because you know they were just there to show you the kids growing up, bro.
If she had Haki, she would have wrecked Robin's like chin up. Like
that's
So
what I'm saying.
She for real didn't use hockey that fight.
yeah,
I just recall the fire, the webbings, the hands.
It was all abilities.
I mean, didn't Brooke set out because Robin asked, right?
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah,
so.
like if Brooke was,
he
if
was
it was
taking
a
care
two-on-one,
of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she took care of the father. Yeah, if it was a 2-on-1 against her, like
It would have no diff though.
took it out.
Mm-hmm.
No jet.
Which is fine because Brooke already proved himself in the whole K Gynaecology. So
Brooke is just MVP. Like,
Preach.
yeah.
That was the ultimate bar. Oh my god.
Yes.
It still gives me goosebumps.
Brooke can do no wrong. He solidified himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My man's
Alrighty,
hitting with the
alright. Let me
young
see.
lady.
Let's see if there's anything else from the Wano arc y'all want to touch on. We got Toby Robo. We got the Straw Hats fights with the Toby Robo with the Commanders. We didn't really touch on where we talked about Kid and Law versus anybody, any MVPs who like any MVPs for the war y'all can think of real quick before we move on. Like who really stood out? Who deserved their roses?
The little girl, what's her name?
Oh, Tom, yes. I was about to say that. Go off. Go ahead. You stud.
Like she easily is MVP of this arc. She changed the game. She the MVP.
Yeah.
Good old slave lady.
Telling you.
Did that shit.
And then I would say probably right under her is Usopp because, well, Usopp and Nami, because then they realize that, oh shit, we gotta keep her safe. Like it's just like the CP0 said, like she was the key to that battle flipping like that.
The numbers switching up, yeah.
That and Queen with his stupid ass. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Queen also helped that numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't got time to worry about weaklings when you dug in on bitches. Like that's just the way my man Quick. So like I ain't hear nobody put no respect on the scabbards yet. Who we feel like deserve the roses with the scabbards?
What the fuck?
I mean, let's just pour one out.
They helped set up. They helped set up.
What?
It was their plan. I mean, you know, they led us here. They gave us the plan. They tired Kaido out a bit.
She said like that.
For you know,
definitely tired him out. Yeah.
the business.
And then
He was definitely winded when everybody else got to him.
What's homeboy's name? On the dude that died, but he took somebody out when he died.
Did he take someone out or did he just say
I thought he
Yeah.
took the bomb out.
No, I thought he took out one of CPO.
Wait,
I don't think so. Oh, you talking about Izo?
Yes. Yeah.
He didn't even take him out. He just hurt him real quick. The dude.
No,
he
he took
took
out
him out.
one. He killed
It was a
one
tie.
of them.
Yo, I completely forgot about that. Talking about MVP, let's talk about Bowler Hat. Like, yo,
Yeah.
doing it for the cause.
I ain't loyal to my company enough for what he do, bro.
Man.
This nigga jumped on the Luffy's arm and 100% won the war for their side. 100% completed his mission. Fate had another OT. Fate screwed him on that one, but he 100% completed his mission before death.
Yeah.
And took his L like a champ.
Yeah.
Took his fucking L like a champ, dude. I was like, yo. They just showed just motherfucker gripping his arm and weighing him down is the most hilarious thing before such a tragic event I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It was so perfect. Like the dedication.
He's
to
just
know you was about to go out after that.
he's not MVP, but he's employee of the year. Like that's his
is.
title.
That's 100% correct, actually. But yeah, shout out to Izo for that one.
Yeah, may he rest in peace.
Wait, but okay, so refresh my memory. How did how did Ashura die?
It was a bomb. And he took it outside the window and fell in the water, and it blew up, and we all was just like, he's fine. And then he wasn't fine.
Facts.
Because anybody else would be fine. Like Oda really, that was so weird because in Alabasta when Homeboy took that bomb up to the sky.
That was such BS.
It was another joke, Jen, I saw when they was like, why he take the bomb when Kinemon could have just sliced the fire? Like,
wow.
But I'm surprised because I remember in the introduction, they were saying Ashura Doji was giving Odin some work when they first met.
Yes.
So I was surprised. I liked Ashura Doji, or at least I liked him. So I was also surprised that he just fucking died.
If there's no body, I'm not gonna believe it because there's been too much.
Kiku should have died like cut in twain. Come on, son.
Right.
Kinemon should have died. It would have made sense for him to die for it.
Yeah,
but he
would have made Momo. It would have made Momo man up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Kinemon going out would have been more emotional for sure. They should have kind of went that route. Like Raizo, how we feel about Raizo's fight with long-eared boy?
I feel like we kind of got played because
MVP, one of the MVPs.
I mean, yeah, true. Because his whole water ninjutsu thing saved the day. But like, I feel like you're right. I'm not even gonna play Raizo. Like he did.
Yeah, he was the only one who did his homework. He's the only one who looked at what happened 20 years ago and did something different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. I just figured out fire bad, bro.
I was like,
water good, fire bad.
I didn't realize the comparison they were making during the fight until I looked at a YouTuber who brought it up, like how during when what was it, 9 hours he was in the boiling pot.
Yeah.
And like Raizo was the only one who had complained about it. And so now like they were trying to basically draw that comparison, like he was standing in the fire with old boy, just holding him there. And I was like, oh, okay, see, now that makes sense. And that's commendable. That's respectable right there.
Yeah.
That is redemption, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's redemption right there. That's exactly how you do redemption right there, folks.
Goofy to watch, but thematically though, perfect.
Right. Very boring to watch, but very thematically had a point. Had a point for sure. All right. So that's a good amount of the Wano arc that was going on. Of course, there's a bunch of things we didn't touch on. We'll probably see about doing another spoiler-filled episode in the future, and we'll probably come back touch on more of what we didn't get to. But right now, I want to move into what the aftermath. Let's move into the aftermath. The last pretty much 4 to 5, 6 chapters where Kaido and Big Mom are now defeated, knee deep in a volcano somewhere, doing whatever the fuck they doing, fossilizing for 2 pieces, some shit. I don't know. So now we're in the aftermath. We're relaxed. We're chilled. It's like I think a week later. And I want to call him Momo. What the hell is the little kid's name? It's Momo.
Yeah, Momo's
Momo is now in a 25, 28-year-old body, something like that. And he is grown, not technically. And he's going to be running Wano as the next Shogun. Luffy and Zoro finally woke up from their power nap, I don't know.
And we got to touch on that.
Is about to get ran on by Greenbull. Now, before we touch on that bad boy, that Bam Bam Pajama, let's talk a little bit about what we think and what we want to happen, I guess, even for Kaido and Big Mom. Do you think this is the end for them? I'm gonna throw it over to you first, Mal. Like, do you think this is the end for Big Mom and Kaido?
I'm gonna say no. First, like I've been hearing so many, she's gonna be in Elbaf theories, or we have to see her relation to the Giants. But I mean, honestly, nah. I would be surprised if when the final war pop off, Kaido's not a part of it in some way. That's like his dream. So unless he comes out the volcano off that I've been rehabilitized, I love peace and love, I would be surprised to not see him there. And with Big Mom, I mean, I feel like Big Mom didn't get a clear loss, if that makes sense.
I get what you're saying. I don't agree. I said I get what you're saying, but I do not agree with that.
Really?
But I get what you're saying. Like
I agree. Since Whole Cake Island, she hasn't really gotten a clear loss.
Yeah.
Why don't you agree that you feel like she got a clear loss?
I feel like that was very clear. Put the bitch 6 feet deep. Like, what's not clear about that?
No.
They was on their last legs, and I mean,
yeah, that means it was a rough fight.
They would have been washed. It was truly one of those. This the last ditch effort. God, I hope it works.
There's no washing. Yeah. This is the end game. There is no more wash.
See, but I feel like Kaido I could be okay if you were to tell me Kaido was washed.
But no, see, whatever happened to the one happened to the other. So if one survived, they both survived. That's why they sent them to the same place. Whatever happened, it happened to both of them.
Well, they both survived.
I can see that.
100%. Because I feel like, kind of like how Mal was saying, with the whole Elbath situation, like there's a reason why when the last time we saw them in the lava, like they weren't burnt to a crisp. They were still whole.
My man Fur was still looking good too.
Who?
Kaido's fur. His fur.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like they're gonna come back, especially because what did Kaido say about the whole Joy Boy situation? Like he was gonna fight next to Joy Boy, or Joy Boy's the only person that could beat him. Like Kaido's whole thing was Joy Boy. Yeah. And so since he lost to Joy Boy, I think that's gonna change him for the final war.
Kaido for Grand Fleet Straw Hat planning right now.
Yes.
I was about to say that. Yup, he gonna be one of the main things in his Grand Fleet because he loves to fight. He gonna be like, he got my respect now.
Exactly. Like I feel like he's gonna acknowledge him as Joy Boy.
You think he a Kenpachi type? If y'all read Bleach.
Pretty much, yeah. And like I feel like when they like party and shit, he gonna be just sitting there drinking with Zoro and Luffy.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like Big Mom. It might take until Elbath, but I feel like at some point Big Mom will become cool with them too, only on the strength of like they gonna give her something that like she really, really wants, or just something that like it would be like, all right, Sanji, you gotta send me meals every month, or just something like that.
Yeah, I see what you mean. They don't feel like truly evil.
Exactly.
Or I guess no, because she ate people. But she's a cannibal. But I mean, like they feel.
He's a dictator. Oh no.
Yeah, it feels like they could find common ground with the main cast. Let's say that.
I agree because I do feel like she's gonna get a redemption arc.
Unfortunately, I see that too sometimes.
They done. Westlow, I'm gonna throw it to you. How you feel about this? Redemption coming back. What's up?
Yeah, so I feel like at least Big Mom probably will, maybe beforehand, because I kind of also feel like when Big News Morgans was intercepting the call and he said the Big Mom ship did come up, I feel like maybe they picked Big Mom up, maybe when she's unconscious or something like that of that nature, maybe Kaido too, who knows. But so I feel like she's, at least I want her to pop back up Elbath, because like I said, I do want her to have her like official loss from Luffy, mind you. Not the fact I don't mind Law and Kid doing it, but Luffy already promised that he would. Luffy never breaks the promise.
Exactly. There you go. Good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
y'all ain't ready for the truth.
Take Fishman Island from her, technically.
Exactly.
Y'all not ready for the truth.
Plus, she mad as fuck. She got kicked out the roster, so she bitching about that.
Let's say, here we go. Okay, so I'm sorry to inform you all that you're not gonna get what you're asking for. It's just not gonna happen that way. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it's gonna go down. I'm gonna let you know, Shrimpai. So what's gonna happen is they're done, by the way. They are done. There is no redemption. There is no fun time fighting for them motherfuckers. They're done. Like, Kaido is the strongest creature. What was the strongest creature in the world. And he was a dictator, Nazi motherfucker for about 15, 20 plus years. Almost. Like, my man beat Dofi in that category. So he's not coming back off. No, I want to fight with Joy. But his story's done for multiple reasons. One, he has an heir to carry on his name in some form or fashion. So when we see the horns on Yamamoto or Yamoto? Yamato. When we see the horns on Yamato, that's Kaido's lineage right there. Kaido's not coming back because, yes, like you said, during the fight, we found out what he wanted was to be Joy Boy, and then something happened along the way where he just decided, you know what? Either I'm Joy Boy or whoever Joy Boy is gonna whoop my ass. And that's what happened. He's done. The whole Big Mom with Elbaf thing, y'all not ready for this one. You're not. Because the thing is, you can mention a bitch and she don't be there. That's happens a lot. But you know the real kicker? Big Mom got a big sister, right? What proof do I have of this? No proof at all. This is all theory.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was about to say.
No. But what I'm saying is when they get to Elbaf, they're going to find Big Mom's family. Big Mom's family is going to carry her story along. Big Mom's going to be involved in Elbaf that way, but she's not going to be there because she's also a tyrannical bitch who is done.
So
I dig that. So you think her family is giants?
Oh yeah, I think she's originally from Elbaf.
Well, no, because didn't we see her parents?
That's what I was gonna say. And then with those two old giants that she killed, wouldn't they know that she's from Elbaf?
Right, they dropped her off at Elbaf but I thought her parents were normal.
I have to look up their thing.
Plus, I mean, if she was from Elbaf, then wouldn't the marriage that she was trying to orchestrate, wouldn't that have gone a lot smoother if she was from Elbaf? I just thought she was just some straggler. They saw them kill two giants, and they was like, hey, yo, fuck all of her. And
Elbaf stopped fucking with her after she killed, the people that she killed.
And whatever the other one name was.
Yeah.
From my recollection, Big Mom doesn't remember much about her childhood.
She doesn't.
Which is why she thinks Mother Caramel was this amazing person, and she doesn't remember eating her orphan brothers and sisters and her foster mom.
And the chair.
Get out of here.
As far as I know, she doesn't remember anything.
So I got
she
questions.
Remember she hates Elbaf.
But she knows why she hates Elbaf because they don't fuck with her.
Yeah,
she knows they don't fuck with her.
Driven out, right? Yeah.
They kicked her out, and then I forgot why the marriage fell through because Lola didn't want to do it.
Yeah, because Lola ran away, and that kind of pissed Loki off.
That's what let her dumb ass.
I thought the marriage fell. Okay, so at the time when they were gonna get married, Elbaf was fucking with Big Mom.
They was fucking with the marriage.
Yeah, because it was gonna be Loki, which is the son of the giant, prince of the giant.
The prince. Yeah.
Which will he was gonna marry what was it, Lola, which was the girl that popped up in Thriller Bark.
Yeah.
I don't know about
And then she was like, if I had all that, if they was really fucking with me right now, I'd have been Pirate Queen.
Exactly.
I don't know who moved from DC when they was a kid. So, and I lived in DC all my life. I say that to say, they probably don't know that little bitch was from, that Big Mom was from Elbaf. Like, we're from a different city in Elbaf. Elbaf is like Wano, a whole country. She probably wasn't from their city.
But do you think, when you look at Big Mom and Kaido, do you think their stories are done? I love Crocodile to death.
Yes.
I don't, if you were to say I wouldn't see Crocodile again, I'd be like, okay, because his story was kind of done. He's just vibing. But Kaido and Zabek, whatever the fuck made him depressed, Big Mom, I look at them and I think they could tell me more,
That's why I believe their stories are going to be completed by family. And then I also think about the last battle. They're pulling up with these OP motherfuckers. You know what? The only way they can pop up is if they pop up on Blackbeard's side.
I mean, if they pop up, I would say they were free agents if they were to pop up.
They can't be free agents.
Yeah.
There's too many sides. We already got 3 sides.
I mean, not necessarily, because it's literally going to be the pirates versus the world government. That's the final battle.
Come out on win, so I would think that's when you show up to show out.
So a lot of people, we still don't know who's going to be the final enemy. It's going to be Blackbeard. It's going to be King Emu. Is Blackbeard and Emu going to fight each other before, and then Luffy's going to show up to take on the winner? Very
I guarantee. Look, I can't wait for you to be disappointed when Big Mom shows up at Elmham.
I can't wait for y'all to be disappointed.
I can't see Blackbeard fight
come and y'all like, here come that Big Mom and that Kaido cameo. Like, no. Maybe them still floating in the lava, maybe.
Get out of here. I think Blackbeard is gonna be. I feel like Blackbeard is gonna come before the final war. I think that fight is gonna happen before the final war. Because technically, this is called the Yonko arc or the Yonko saga.
Right.
So we only have we only have Shanks and Blackbeard really left, and I feel like Blackbeard's gonna kill Shanks, but
Yeah.
That's happening for sure.
I agree.
I talked about that on the last episode.
Honestly, I'd be surprised if he don't kill him before he meets Luffy, and I think that's kind of the how fucking dare you,
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick if that happens.
Yeah, I know.
Oda can't do it now because everybody expects it. Everybody expects that one. He has to do something else.
Yeah. See, because I feel like he'll fight. Like Blackbeard will probably kill Shanks and have him doing things with Blackbeard, but I feel like Emu and Zabak will be the last fight because either Emu and Zabak are the same person, they're twins, or those other personalities that are in Blackbeard. I feel like that is Zabak and Emu. I feel like Zabak, Emu, and Blackbeard might already be somehow the same person.
I'm just imagining Blackbeard in Marijoa dressed like Emu. Oh fuck, Jesus is coming back, and he just runs chilling with the like, hey, what's up?
And that's what Shanks is trying to tell the Gorosei about Blackbeard because they don't know that Emu and Zabak and Blackbeard are the same person.
Exactly.
Blackbeard are gonna strap because Shanks, every time Shanks thinks of Blackbeard, he gets fucking furious. And we still got to figure out how he gave him that scar. Like,
and why he gets so mad about it too.
Because like an L's an L. Calm down. So I definitely want to see what that is.
Bro, why you still thinking about me, bro?
But wait, I have a question for y'all. Do y'all think that Mihawk really works under Buggy now? Do you guys think the theory went around is that's how Buggy got to Emperor status? Besides Boa Hancock, the emperors that didn't run but wanted to be left alone, they joined under Buggy.
That's how he became a Yonko?
That's the theory. That's the
theory.
One of the bigger ones. I can see Mihawk doing it because Mihawk strikes me as as long as you leave me the fuck alone, it don't matter.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say working under. I feel like just like how Mr. 3 and what's her name is working under Buggy, but they know Buggy ain't shit.
Kobe.
Right. And Mihawk know he ain't shit. Like, it's Mihawk. Yeah. I'm sure he can be like. So I can see it in sort of if I'm fucking with you and they gonna leave me alone. Because we know Mihawk could be up there on top tier because he was Shanks' fighting buddy.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You gotta think about it. The more OP I make Buggy, the more the Marines will leave me alone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's why they made him Yonko, and the Marines don't fuck with Yonko's crew.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, you catch him slipping.
Then that's what's up. I fuck with that theory then. Because, so this is a theory I heard about Buggy's Yonko status, which I forgot what video. I saw it on YouTube. But homie was talking about that basically because Buggy has Captain John's thing to find his treasure. Yeah. That has something to do with one of the weapons. Like if there was a weapon near Captain John's
boy would have had to fall so upward. Like I'm just thinking of somebody like Buggy with a nuke and he's just like, I got it though, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't shit. I got a nuke though, bro.
So I mean it's possible. It's possible because what are the weapons?
Pluton, Uranus,
and Poseidon.
Yes.
Okay, so we know
Poseidon,
two, right?
We know Poseidon is, and Pluton is a warship.
And that's in Wano somewhere.
Pluton is a warship.
Mm-hmm.
And Frankie can make it. So Frankie has the blueprints, and I think Frankie's gonna make it if it breaks. That's one of my theories.
Yeah.
Is that he may make it if and when it breaks.
Because it might be old now and decrepit.
Right.
So
and I think that would be like the biggest test of Frankie's, like his arc. Like, I'm gonna make a fucking ultimate weapon, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't
because
know.
Nobody gives Frankie credit, man. Like he went to Vegapunk's island and learned so much. Like, give Frankie some props.
Can't wait to see more of him.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna show off more of him. Speaking of, since we're on the topic of Buggy, the new Yonkos have been released, and along with the two, with the veteran Shanks and the, he's a veteran. It's been 2 years now. So Blackbeard, we have two new Yonkos. We have Monkey D. Luffy himself, and we got Buggy the Emperor, no longer the clown, but the Emperor. Like we've already been theorizing on how Buggy got to this status, but the real question is, who gives a fuck? How do you feel about it? Like, is this rightfully deserved? Because I already know it is. Weslow, I'm gonna throw it to you.
I love it. I love it because it's everything that Buggy is. Because when you think about it, it's like that person in Uno where you didn't do much all match. It's just things just happen to go on around you, and then you end up with one card in your hand, and you're like, oh, Uno out. Right. Like you gotta hate the game. You can't hate the player. Like my man's really just he's the definition of faking it till you make it. Like I applaud that guy.
Yes.
100%. 100%. Shrimpai, what you got on Buggy?
I agree. Like I love the fact that he's a Yonko because of all, the bullshit that got him there. And to be perfectly honest, I never expected Buggy to play such an important role in the series when we first met him. Like I just thought he was like the cat dude.
Don Krieg looking ass. I know what you mean.
Yeah, like I was just like, okay.
They coming in the final arc too. Don't even worry about it.
All right.
Captain Black Kuro, don't doubt him.
I forgot that's your boy. I forgot.
He push his glasses up, it's gonna be a problem. That's all I know.
Right. Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, I didn't expect Buggy to go that long, so I fucked with the fact that he's a Yonko.
Makes sense. Mal, throwing it to you.
I mean, it's jokey, but I agree. It's just one of those things where it's like, damn, Shanks is Shanks. Blackbeard killed Whitebeard. Luffy ran through all that, and Buggy just vibed up there. And nobody asks questions. Like, Buggy to me is just what happens when nobody asks us a question. Because I remember when they saw him arguing with Shanks, and they're like, oh, fuck, you disrespect Shanks. No, Buggy just don't give a fuck about that man.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't all that. He just ain't afraid of him. So,
but because he don't see Shanks like how everybody else sees Shanks.
Right.
Like they're low-key brothers, and I really fuck with their relationship.
Yeah.
Like when they show like how close they are and stuff like that. Like they really have a brotherly relationship.
Plus, I like the idea that he just happens to have all these monsters, or the other theory where he has those trash ass niggas from East Blue under his wing. So I like the theory that he ain't shit, but he know a lot of people who are.
I'm about to say, and like OT, Buggy is the definition of it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got all this hype just from being an apprentice on Roger's ship.
Which is impressive.
From bickering, exactly, which is impressive. You can't take that from him. He was wrecking shit back then. He's wrecking shit now. OT is like OT. A lot of people take him being a scared ass motherfucker for granted. Like he's only scared of the shit that you're supposed to be scared of.
Exactly.
Like, big gorilla niggas in the jail don't make sense. That's something to be feared. A poison nigga who can murder you at one touch. That's to be feared.
Yeah.
The strongest men on earth. You damn right. I'm looking sideways. Like he's scared of what you're supposed to be scared of.
He knows his limits.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's a smart man who knows his limits. Played the game because he learned from the master Rogers himself and got where the fuck. Like this man is literally the definition of falling upwards, like Miles said. Like,
you know who his friend gonna be? Who his best friend in the series gonna be?
Who?
Apu. Him and Apu would get along.
They'll turn
my guy.
the fuck up.
But I bet you Apu would throw Buggy under the bus before Buggy throws Apu under the bus.
Apu smells bitch. I believe you.
You would attempt it, I think. You can't play a player like hustler. Like OT, it's so funny because everybody like OT. It's like a more shady version of Luffy. Like people get around Luffy and it's like, oh, he's like his friendship and his smile are contagious. Like you want to help him, he wants to help you. And you get around Buggy and I don't know what it is about this guy, but he's going to survive, and I'm going to stick with him.
He's a cockroach. He's seeing all types of media. You know.
I mean, when you do think about it, and I'm trying to think of all the Luffy fights, and there's many how I think Buggy came the close to killing Luffy besides Magellan.
You are
He's
right.
about to chop his fucking head off.
Yeah,
Luffy
his
gave
father
up,
had
by
to
the way.
literally save him.
Luffy dead ass gave up. He said, "Oh, hey y'all,
They got me.
sorry." And,
Right.
Like, he stout on him, and like was anybody get his head chopped off?
Damn, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can go home.
That was wild, right?
The luck of the D saved him.
Right. Oh, you know what? He's not on the agenda, but I can't stop thinking about him. He's on my mind day and night. I need to know what's
Don't
up
say
with my man
Smoker.
Smoker. I need to know what happened to my Logtown King.
Oh
No.
my goodness.
That Tashigi shit contagious. That's all that was.
Yeah.
The
Yo.
man used to be
I
number
feel like
one.
maybe he might
He
be a
used to be
bodyguard
what?
for Vegapunk or the SSG now. Regardless, he's gonna go through some little small training arc to get a little bit better, or maybe
Like the Vegapunk I did.
or maybe that the Vegapunk will be like, yeah, the smoke fruit. Well, bro, you only using like a 0.5 of your powers. Do this,
Hey, yo, bro,
Yeah.
what the fuck you be doing with this?
right?
Nigga, you just be
Yeah.
flying. That's it. You know you can like get in the nigga systems. And give niggas,
Yeah.
you know you can give niggas stage 3 cancer with just one touch, right?
For real.
You can give niggas lung cancer. You know that, right? Like,
Virgo, I'm sorry, Virgo gave Smoker the blues. If it wasn't for Law, Smoker would be dead.
Ever
If
since
If it
then,
wasn't
we
for
haven't seen
Aokiji,
him.
he'd be dead. If it wasn't for Law being a real nigga and not giving him back his heart, he'd be dead. Like
Yeah.
since post time skip, he's just been nothing but disrespected.
You know, I'd
Yeah.
have more of a problem with him if they weren't trying to establish Kobe to be Luffy's guard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If Kobe never really came into his own, I'd be a bit more back. Because I thought Smoker would have been Luffy's
The
guard.
guard.
Like everywhere he
Yeah.
goes, Smoker like, hey, yo, I'm coming. But like it's
Yeah.
obvious that's Kobe's role.
Yeah. But then why did they hype Smoker up so much?
No,
Right.
I think
Because of the
Smoker is
weapon.
still going to be that role, and
He
Kobe
the only
is
person
more
smart
so.
enough to see Stone.
Nah, because Kobe, I feel like is going to be more so who takes over when all this shit is said and done and makes the system better. And
Oh, for sure.
fucking-
Agree, because
Justice.
wasn't that his dream from
Yeah.
the very beginning?
well, it was just to be a Marine, but it's definitely be the Fleet Admiral by now. Has to be.
I think he did say something about yeah, most definitely. And which makes sense because I feel like, again, at the end of this, the whole system is gonna be like, there's not gonna be no Yonkos. It's just gonna be
I can
peace.
see that.
And the rail line will be destroyed.
Yeah, I've seen
Of
that.
course,
as well.
with the weapon, is gonna get destroyed.
And the whales. Laboon's family is gonna help destroy it too, and the Sea King.
Mm.
That's why all the whales, because it cuts off their mating pattern. That's how Laboon got separated from his family in the first place. Like I feel like either it was a rock cursed fruit, or somehow they made the red line instantly. And I feel like everything was a chain event. That's what helped them to boot King's family off the top of Mary Johor. That's what separated the whales. That's what made the Sea King start being like, all right, yeah, guys, we gotta start making this plan for the future. That's why they kept the boat, so they can move Fishman Island, because the red line gonna need somewhere to fall.
Oh yeah, I like that. Fishman need more respect.
Yeah, because they gotta touch the sun. Remember the tattoo?
Right. And the Joy Boy promise with the arc to begin with.
That sounds like a lot. It's gonna be.
Look at Chad. Speaking of Bleach.
Oh God! I see it. Hold up.
I guess. What the fuck?
Oh. Hey yo, he's ugly as fuck in this picture though. Like uglier
He
than
don't look the best. Now, if y'all know, they have finally revealed the last new admiral, Mr. Greenbull himself. Freaky deaky plant boy over here, completely washed. King and Queen and the remnants. Calm down. And the remnants of Kaido's Beast Pirates. How he did it? I have, after looking at multiple videos on it and everybody debating, like we can state they must have had C cups on, all of that. The point is, no matter what it was, Oda specifically showed Greenbull washing all of them for a reason. He wants us to know Greenbull is a threat. He wants to give him credit before he shoots him off.
But is that credit? You just walked into a hospital of injured people.
Exactly.
And kicked them out of bed.
Why would Oda show that? Why would Oda show that if it meant nothing?
I mean, I'm not gonna say it meant nothing.
Oda showed. Okay, so what? Oda, because going back to the original theories of Greenbull and his devil fruit and all that stuff. So they were saying that when he goes to Wano, he's gonna turn the barren land back to how it was beforehand. So I'm assuming that's probably what it was to do, because they were already down and out. So
that's a nice theory. Their life. That's a nice theory. But after what you heard him say on the phone about how he's about to run on these niggas,
right?
And how he wants to impress Akainu.
Yeah.
Do you really think that theory holds water?
I mean, it seems like he's doing it automatically.
Okay.
Oh,
and then mind you, that was not a hospital too, Mel, because it's been like what, a week since the end of the battle, and don't Zoans heal faster than other people?
Yeah. It's just, to me, it just seems like he's a Marine, so he's like, yeah, fuck y'all, cause y'all pirates anyway, and I'm running on all y'all eventually. But I just can't see that and think, damn, this man a monster.
Yeah, agree.
And honestly, it got to be something big, because everybody else, the important people, are healed and turned up and drunk.
Right.
He has to get washed unless something important happens.
And that's what I'm asking y'all. What do y'all think this one-man army is about to do? They're literally all in the capital. Y'all think he's going to wait for nighttime, be smart about it, going stealth, going guns blazing? I'm going to throw it to you. What do you think Greenbull finna do?
It's hard to say, because like, for real, before he got like officially introduced, I had hopes like he was gonna be this chill dude, like he was cool, because I fuck with Fujitora, even though, you know,
chill dudes.
But I thought he was gonna be okay, and then I thought he was gonna be connected to Wano as well.
He connected now. He there, ain't he? Yeah.
I mean, he is, but I don't know. I was just kind of disappointed with his entrance, like with the fight and all that stuff. I don't know. I really don't know how it's gonna play out. I don't know if he's gonna fight them or if he's gonna talk to them, because he could be a part of Sword at the end of the day. But then the fact
that he's throwing hands with these men.
Maybe just to see how strong they are, just to be like, let me test to see where you at. Right. But I feel like, I don't know. It's still up in the air. I can't decide how I feel about it. I want to like.
Yeah. Oh, you want to like him is what you said. Okay.
Yeah.
Westla, how you feel about Greenbull and his intentions?
I feel like, and I still feel like this, even though they have shown us his design, but because his design made me not believe this theory a little bit more, but when he had a sword to help me dead, either he's Zero's dad, uncle or brother or something like that, or I don't know, like I feel like that, like that's the only tie-in. If he's not like maybe just like another random person from Wano, he has to be related to Zero in some way. I feel like with all the green talk, it's just too coincidental.
Nah, color schemes happen.
Zolo got the pretty man genes, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
No, I don't, because I'm trying to think. Any of the logical paths sounds like a retread. If he's there to kill Robin, I highly doubt that's going to happen. If he's there to square up, I can't believe that'll work. Unless the very next chapter, you tell me everybody is gone or asleep or stuck. But like, you got too many monsters in the capital for me to think he can sneak up on anybody worthwhile.
Smaller niggas.
And he ain't here for talking, so ain't no hospital beds in Wano. It's just hoes. So
yeah.
I feel like this is coming back to Yonko versus Admiral type of situation, because remember in the beginning, Kizaru was like, "You want me to go over to like he was gonna come over here by himself to handle Big Mom."
Wow.
I mean, they was bound it though. Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like is it gonna be a situation like Shibodi where Kizu just like,
shows up and fucks the party up?
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, you gotta think about it. Getting kicked at the speed of light hurts.
Plus, they were afraid of him though at that point. Back then, everybody was like, "Oh, fuck,
Admiral."
Like, and now, like off the top of my head, Zoro, Kid, any of the Wano samurai,
I would say,
and maybe
not the
Yamato.
Wano
Those are
samurai.
the top three I know would fight on sight.
oh yeah.
That would immediately, what? Why are you here? Go away, scrap.
The
So
samurai need to sit down. Like,
they do.
it's alright.
They retired. Fucking man.
Yeah.
This your Twilight years, my guys.
I need them not to fight anymore.
Boy, they is not the ones. They is not the ones. So yeah, freaking Greenbull is 100% a mind fuck for sure. The only way I can see this going a certain way is he jumps in, he wrecks up a couple of them, and somehow he sees somebody he knows, or he likes, but like definitely something has to happen. I think a little scuffle will ensue, but there's no way. What's up, Mal? You got something on your mind?
What would make any chaos he does make it understandable for me a little bit more? And you don't even gotta explain it to me properly. I just love the man so much. If you fucking told me Lucci came right after him. If Lucci also came into Wano, I don't care if it's separate, he's just like, shit, I also saw something
Which is what I thought was gonna happen.
Same. So if maybe they link up, I can see a bit more chaos working in their favor. Not saying they're gonna beat, but
I thought that was gonna happen because of who's connection with Lucci as well as
He is still on the island. That's right. I forgot.
So I really thought that Lucci was gonna come, but I kind of feel like, I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen, but
Right.
I really don't think that.
It'd be crazy. What if Greenbull starts going crazy, right? Like nobody knows how to stop him. They still a little tired. I know it's been a week, but they still a little tired. Like, oh my god, everybody not even here.
Hangovers and shit.
Out of nowhere, Kaido comes out of nowhere, grabs him with one fist, tosses him, right?
Yeah.
Like, leave my what they call friends, Nakama?
Yeah.
Leave my Nakama alone.
Water.
That's what I don't want for him though. Like, it would be so sad for him to come his first appearance and get fucking embarrassed, bro. Like,
That Thunder Bagua.
It's gotta be somebody.
yeah.
It's gotta be somebody. Like my dream scenario for Greenbull, he lives up, he does what the fuck he says he's doing. I'm here to turn up, he goes and turns up. Yes, they wash him, but he came to turn up. Like, oh, you niggas, oh yeah, just like the real deal, huh? Spit out blood. like I really want that for him. I want him to go out like just like the baddest nigga, like the dumbest nigga, but the baddest nigga, for sure. Like my man Deadass just underestimated him. And then the king was like, y'all wild. Like, Deadass just killed him, huh?
I'm not saying he ain't gonna kill somebody. I just find it hard pressed that he gonna kill everybody.
I think he's gonna be more of an ally than anything, surprisingly. It's like the same thing with Fujitora.
I can't see it.
See, I would say that only if he hasn't shown us his Akainu poster in his locker. Like, I don't think.
Yeah,
if you fucking
that
with Akainu,
really
you don't like pirates.
But how many times does Oda do that to try to throw us off?
Can't remember the last
I
time.
hope so. Like, truthfully, Wes, I really hope that's going to be the situation because I was expecting the same thing. Like, I was expecting him to, like, not necessarily be an ally, but be cool like how Fujitora was. Like, he was like, I wish I didn't blind my eyes so I could see you, like he can like feel it. So in the way and how that they were talking to each other as well, I kind of figured that they had the same idea of justice or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I feel like there's hope. I'm not gonna say he's a little bitch because the whole conversation, like,
no, you're right.
Oh, he's gonna be so proud of me if I bring back Luffy's head. Like, I feel like that's cap, but.
See, I don't want no more Marine friends though, because Luffy and them is cool. Law and them is cool, but they're fucking criminals. Let's not fight. They're fucking. They're pirates, people.
So Like the thing about it is, how I feel about it is, admirals have never switched up from how they were introduced. You knew Aokiji was cool because even though he fucking froze them because that was his duty, he still let them off. He could have killed them when he first met them.
Yeah.
When we met Kizaru, we knew he was a lazy bastard and he was fucking shit up and he was straight up about to murder people. So you knew he was lazy, but he was still about justice. So like, and Akainu came in scheming with his bitch ass during the war when we first officially met him. Fujitora, when we first met him, they was playing cards or dice or some shit in the thing. You knew he was cool. And then you found out he was an admiral and you were like, oh shit. But you knew he's cool.
Yeah.
And like, so I was like, I don't think they deviate from that because now Aokiji, just like we thought, he's more cool than he was Marine because now he's not a Marine officially, but he's still like, you know, we know he's still good. He's still with our people, even though it's reported he's with Blackbeard. Nobody's fazed by that. None of the audience is fazed by that. So I feel like they stay true to how they were introduced. And so I really think he's gonna stay fuckboy. This Greenbull, he's gonna.
Which I wouldn't be mad at though, because we don't really have that type of character in that ranking like that. I just hope he don't go out like homeboy from Jujutsu Kaisen talking all that shit and then get washed. So I just
like Mel said, we kind of got enough of the whole Navy friends. Like we kind of got enough already. Because I still think Smoker either I feel like Smoker or Kobe would become the fleet admiral to lead the Marines in the right way, or I feel like Smoker would either I feel like Smoker and Tashigi still want to join the Straw Hats, or
what you say? I just keep Pearl.
I don't remember taking a shot today, but I had to for whatever Westlow just said to make sense.
Because it's just like it's too friendly. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like we can't save Smoker how many times at this point?
Has his effect on people though. Like he makes people want to help him. Like that's his thing. But I get what you're saying. Like there's too many.
A friendliness to it, yeah. Like they're enemies. Let them be enemies.
Right.
Like I feel like Smoker would be completely op if he just saw Luffy do something he absolutely did not agree with. Like the kids thing, like, fuck, you're a criminal, but the giant kids need help. Let's just call it truce. If Luffy, I don't know, burnt down a town or some shit, just of course he'd be like, nah, ops, I don't know what happened to you. But
the shit at Alabasta, like, oh, it's a nigga under Marine jurisdiction doing dirt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and step back real quick. Like, he'll give him space to do work, but he will never let up.
True. Okay, that's fair.
He's almost just like Kizaru in that way, where it's like, oh no, pirates are dirt, and dirt needs to be put in its place, like straight like that. So yeah, I can never see Smoker not being that way.
But Smoker also but like Smoker's been around Luffy and is through enough to know that all pirates aren't the same. So
I'd be surprised if he's not gonna be in Sword in some way. Smoker.
He's too weak to be a Sword.
I mean, Drake is too, and Drake here.
But Drake cool though.
But Drake was a letdown. He didn't win.
Drake was a letdown.
One fight.
Drake was a letdown.
Like first of all, Zoro, who should not have even got that hit off on Apu, which is bullshit, because they planned roof piece for him. He had time to shine. They should have gave that to Drake, because Drake was chasing down Apu when they were going for the antidote, the fucking little vial of antidote.
Drake had time to shine. He was bleeding out.
And Drake was too slow, and Zoro did what
he was about to cap him before Zoro jumped in.
About to, maybe, probably. What we dealing with, my mans? My mans is facts. And facts is we saw Drake bleeding on the floor.
Yeah. And Zoro straight said, all right, enough of this. Slice.
Real quick before we end off this episode. Is Hawkins dead? Better question. Do you want him to be dead? Yes for me.
Yeah,
I say yes, he's dead. I don't really care if he's dead or alive.
I don't care. I don't fuck with him.
Yeah, but I do think he's dead for real.
I feel like my bad. Go ahead.
West.
I feel like he may not be dead. Not even the whole thing of Oda doesn't kill people off, but I don't know. I wanted to see more out of Hawkins. I wanted more of a one-on-one out of Hawkins. Like we saw some of his abilities, We didn't see everything because we didn't see the whole thing of when he can make someone like immortal or like indestructible, right?
Wait, you talking about the?
Yeah, he has a single card.
Tree?
So like he has like a deck of like 50 cards, and one of them will make you like pretty much I don't want to say unbeatable, but like indestructible or something like that. Because that's what I thought he was gonna do on Luffy for him to be Kaido. That's what I thought.
So the thing about One Piece is there are 1,000 characters, right? Or 1,000 plus characters who are significant and have names. Oda ain't about to give all these niggas moments. Like if he gave that nigga his moment when he fought Killer, that was enough. That nigga dead.
That's what I thought. I feel like that moment was enough.
I mean, it just points to him for like, hey, yo, I was the one that had 1% chance. And like, stupid or not, I like how he was like, hey, yo, even though I was going to die tonight, I ain't apologizing to a goddamn soul. So like, points for that. But yeah, he dead. And if he come back.
That was very silly of us to be thinking like, because everybody was theorizing, who is Hawkins talking about? Is it Kaido? Is it Luffy? Like, no, if I got cards to see the future, I'm thinking about me. Like, that makes sense.
Facts.
Like,
I will miss his power set. He could have been mad creative though. It was potential there.
Yeah, it happens how it happens and when it happens. And with that being said, we're going to actually go ahead and wrap up this episode. We are definitely going to be doing another spoiler episode because even though we're talking about a shit ton today, there is so much we haven't even got to talk about. We still got 2 to 3 more weeks. We still got 2 to 3 more weeks before One Piece starts back up. Sounds like plenty of time for more spoiled, no holds barred episodes like this one. Of course, if you enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe for more content like this on the page. Also, if you want to be a part of the discussion, if you want to be on the panel, please be sure to reach out to me on my Instagram. You're going to find it in the description below. It's at IBFamousWDS, along with these lovely panelists we had with us today. You're going to find theirs as well. I think that's all I really have to say, man. It's really not hard to join. We'd love to hear from you, love to hear about you, and love to see you in the comment section below. So with that being said, I'm Dwight.
Senpai PM92.
Mao.
Westlow.
And thank you for joining us today, folks. Catch you on the next one.